Howdy everyone, hello and welcome back to one final episode for Let's Play Clocktower 1995. I'm of course the Black Shadow. I was meant to have done this video a couple of days or so ago, but I went and had my second COVID jab yesterday, and my body decided that I wasn't doing anything else. Just absolutely, completely wiped out. So I'm recording it today instead, so never mind. Anyways, we've had plenty of time and enjoyment with this game so far, exploring a lot about this game. We've learned a hell of a lot, and I've been very, very impressed on the whole with it. We have one last video to be doing, however, so we're going to get ourselves underway, and that is exploring, trying to get hold of the A ending, as well as a different way of trying to actually beat the game. As I mentioned, there is apparently a second you can use instead of the sceptre. I don't know if it's randomly assigned which one you do first, if it's like random or whatever else, but we'll be delving into the game and seeing how things go, basically, so I can show that off and bring an end to what has been a curious title, but enjoyable. Yeah, Laura's having a pretty bad day. Still kind of absurd to me that Bobby, like, comes out of that. I mean, obviously it's meant to, that kind of makes sense, you know, he's, like, not exactly fully human or whatever else, and everything going on, so it's not, like, the biggest of shocks, but it is still kind of absurd, and the whole, things here. I've already made comments previously as well about the fact that I kind of wish that there was sort of more, like, you know, for basically a 90s horror game, like, you probably needed a little bit more chasing, and you definitely needed more opportunities to actually, like, inspect things like the bodies. Like, there's all these times, you know, you can trigger things to see all these bodies, and you never ever get the chance to actually, like, look at any of them, or learn anything, or anything like that. It's a bit of a shame. Alright, so there is one thing that I've not yet been able to work out either, and that's this here, this crazy room. So you remember that we can come in here and we can, like, mess about with the jars and whatever else. Pretty bad. But the main thing is that obviously we can also hear, what it turns out, I assume, is Dan, ultimately, is what we're hearing. But we were never able to work out what to do about this damn zombie in here. Now, having a look. Rubbish is stuffed in here. And there's absolutely nothing in here at all. So, because there's a key here, like, for sure. Which we've seen before, but I've no idea how to deal with this situation. At all. Kind of annoying. Because I really want to get to that key and find out what the hell it is, but... I mean, I don't know. I still love the freaking zombie shuffle here. It's... I don't know why, but with the music, it's just even more absurd. Like it's doing like a freaking conga shuffle. It's good times. But yeah, I still can't work out how I'm meant to deal with that situation. Or if I'm even meant to deal with that situation. It could just be a red herring. I have no idea. The only thing I can think is that maybe, like, it's part of a particular ending that you can take. And once you sort of go down, once you go down sort of like the set ending, you'll get hold of whatever tool it is that you require in order to defeat the situation. That's the only thing I've got. It's the only thing I've got. But I would definitely like to know, you know? Damn it! I wanted to fight the clown and get some revenge. Boo. Boo. Never mind. I mean, it's creepy, folks. Like, you know, don't get this wrong. It's creepy shit. Alright then, so, let's see the situation around here and see if there's anything of use for us. In particular, what we're after. Right, the lights don't work. Is... I can't seem to access this. which would suggest to me that we are not getting the scepter in this run, which means we are going to be able to show off the other side of things. I came in here to look at this and got attacked by Bobby, and yeah, I can't seem to click on it, so I assume that means that there's no scepter here, which means that we have to figure out a different solution to the situation, which is good. It's what I wanted to show off. That's the second time this room has done that. And the second time, I have no understanding why that music plays. Does anyone know? Like, is there something that was starting to happen there which I missed, or... Shrug. Alright, so that takes us here to the ritual room, and obviously our cradle and the star and all that nonsense. So, obviously, we have no scepter. Which means that I can't just come in here and just, you know... Yeah, we've got the vase placed here, which is lovely. There's a hole downwards in opening the floor. But there's nothing we can do, because we don't have a scepter to do it with. So what we need to try and do now is find a solution to sorting out our, what else we're going to do. And completing this elsewhere. Now, I'm assuming this is where we're going to start making use of some rooms that we haven't really used yet so much so far. Like, what, there were several rooms we just were a thing, but that was about it. So, hopefully you get a opportunity to. Sign is made to here. Yep. All this lovely stuff. I must walk into the position so that I can walk back to where I was and do things correctly. So we've got an iron disc, which has a cross-cut into it. That's clearly what we need to work out, basically. And we need to find something that can fit in. So let's go ahead and see what we can't do. Oh, I might need to look at this as well, probably. Identify that there's something very sneaky hiding down there. I have to admit, this is still pretty amusing. Boop! It just lays her out. Good times. Why not take the shotgun? That would seem an intelligent decision. Like, I understand that Jennifer's, I think she's like 14 years old or something. And she is not exactly the best suited for dealing with this sort of situation, but come on. Never mind. Alright, so we're back here at like the, this kind of mural room here. Obviously, we've not come in here so far on this run. So let's have a bit more of a look around again and see what we can't find. Because we do need to work out where the hell this damn idol is. This statue or whatever the hell it is. Let's have a look around and see if we can't find anything interesting. The demon idol is carefully guarded. A tree within a forest, a person within a crowd, a statue amongst statues. Now that's interesting, because we definitely did not see that in the first run. Interesting. Can I still move this, or look at it, or... A lot of dust is built up. I don't think we can actually move it, yeah, because this like gives you the idea clue about the scepter, but obviously the scepter's not really that important, so... Oh yeah, now I might be able to push this away. No, I still can't push it. The game's like, you don't need to know this information. Fair enough. Okay, so... The demon idol... A tree amongst the forest. Blah, 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 whatever it was. A statue amongst statues, eh? Yes, the Clocktower... Yes, so this is the other thing as well that's noted here. So, time is made to adhere. The clock of the Great Clocktower has been stopped. So there's something I wanted to try and work out on this second playthrough. Is like trying to make a bit more sense of the plot and piecing things together. And trying to work out why exactly certain things occurred. So yeah, it's definitely obvious that the Clocktower has been stopped. Now whether this is before or after the birth of Bobby and Dan, I don't know. It's possible that it might have been afterwards. Maybe Mary kind of somehow realized what was going on and stopped the Clocktower because that was going to do many bad things that I have no idea. Maybe it happened to break by chance beforehand, and that's why everything went to hell. I don't know. You know, one of the shames about this game is that while the game does certainly give some degree of plot, it doesn't really give quite enough, I don't think. But that is what it is. It's 95. You can't expect everything, you know? Anyway, so the demon idol, a statue among statues, right? Where have we seen statues before? It's a piece of paper in all these, but I want to check this other book area as well. Yeah, here's another place you can find. Yes, the demon island is carefully guarded. A tree within a forest, a person within a crowd, a statue among statues. So it looks like you can find it in a couple of different locations. The hint as to where to find it. I think I know where we got to be looking, mind you. We'll have a little bit of a look around here as well. Because again, this is something we didn't really get much to see. That's the maternity magazine, which is assumably was Mary's. You know, obviously reference all the stuff that was going on there. A book filled with meaningless symbols. That's what you think. And we got this here. To be a fairly deep crack. And there seems to be something shiny at the back. I still don't know if that's something we can actually do anything with. But I don't think it is. It might just be a red herring. It's hard to know. Anyways. Game. Thank you. Statues. Now, when I think of statues, in particular, lots of statues, the only thing I can think of is all these statues that were here outside the room where water's been hidden and all that sort of stuff. This is the only clue I've got here. Let me just quickly get the strength back. There we go, just to make life a little bit easier. This is the only place I can think there was a load of statues. I think there are some as well on the ground floor. But I'm guessing the thing to do is to, like, inspect these, and maybe what we're looking for is in one of them. Possibly. Ooh. That must be one big bosom. Somehow, it's... What do you mean it's cold? What do you think it'd be, like, red hot? A cross sticks out of the bottom of the statue. That is not a good thing, everyone. That's not a good thing at all. Well, let's go ahead and use it. Alright. That leads us here. It does indeed, doesn't it? Looks at least somewhat similar. Alright then, so my assumption is that the idol goes onto the thing over here. I don't know quite where the lock-on spot is. Is it there? I think it's there. I reckon this might get us down here. Yeah, it does. There you go. So that's the other way of getting down here. I did want to show it off because my understanding is that the next game of the series we'll be tackling, it goes on. It's based off of the idol existing, not the scepter. So I didn't want to. So I was made aware of this situation. So I didn't want to like do the stuff with the scepter. I play the next game and suddenly there's an idol. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? That's clearly not what we saw in the last game. So, you know, just for everyone else's sake. So we'll make our way down into the depths. Obviously, you've got a dog to fall down here. Now, I'm curious to know how this is going to work. So when we came down here in the actual first run, we found that it was a lot who was down the far end of the cave that were like in some kind of ritual circle thingy, whatever the hell you want to call it. I have honestly no idea. Now, she got shotgunned in the face. We assume. So I'm pretty sure that she's dead. So, with that being the case, who or what might be there this time? I love the idea that we do that right in front of the damn dog. He's like, oh? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. I don't remember my way down here either at all, so I don't remember like where everything goes or anything like that. We'll make it work. Now I need to go all the way down here, don't I? There's definite various... Ah, look, she's not down here this time because she's just dead. Interesting. Curious how this is going to play out then. Alright, so here's the lair of the lovely dangerous Dan, esteemed brother of bodacious Bob. I don't know why. I did kind of expect something even more horrific than this. Like, this guy ain't winning any beauty contests anytime soon, don't get me wrong, but... I love the idea he's got this freaking plinth, though, and whatever else. It's kind of amusing. But the problem is, it's like, I see that now, and it's like, I can't not think of, like, Resident Evil Village and the damn baby thing. I just look at it and just like, I've been through some shit in that damn manor house. Like, you go through, you know, House Beneviento, like, you're ready for anything. I also kind of wish that this was, like, kind of actually, like, deliberate rather than a total accident. Again, I get it. She's 14. She's not really going to be wanting to, like, engage the supernatural and whatever else. She just wants to get the hell out of here, which is the correct reaction. But even so, you understand. Now, apparently, according to the comments section, this part here, where it kind of like comes out the body, apparently that didn't happen in the original series. I know there are a few changes between the original release and the PS1 remaster. I'm guessing that's so it can make a bit more sense in regards to like the plot later on and all that sort of stuff, is my assumption. Because if everything like dies and it's all gone here, then you've no grounds to continue on with the game. So, you know, it's the usual case of series establishes itself, series continues on further than it intended, and it has to retcon some of the stuff that happened at the beginning so that it makes sense. Every good series has had the effect of this, you know? Every good series. Oh, I should have gone third floor actually. I don't think it matters too much. Actually, it might. There we go. So, Bobby would chase us down, of course. We make our way up the tower. I actually reckon the second floor is a cooler looking ending. Just because of, like, the whole, you know, the water, the rain outside and all that sort of stuff. I think it looks a bit better than this way round, but, you know, it is all it is. So the clock tower restarts, and for reasons we don't 100% understand, he doesn't like the sound of it. And he's out of here. Rest in pepperonis. And then she's like, God damn you! There we go. And Miss Mary has a very unfortunate day. Again, I reckon going away makes more sense, but it doesn't particularly matter. The important thing is we win. Jennifer survives, even if no one else did. My understanding, because I went and looked this up a little bit actually before I did this video, as you may have kind of guessed. I don't think anyone else is really meant to live. There is apparently, with the 8 endings, 8, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. I believe there's actually a 9th ending in this game called the S ending, where someone can actually survive the events of the game alongside Jennifer, but apparently that is not the canonical route. And I didn't manage to get it in this run, so it's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. It's fine. But yeah, regardless, it's been an enjoyable spin with this game. It's at the same time kind of been what I expected, but also exceeded my expectations. And you know, while ultimately, like, you know, I've beat this game in not very long, and once you know what you're doing, it doesn't take particularly long to beat this game. I there's still plenty to enjoy. And the remake of this they did a couple years later on is, you know, it's fine. I'm very much interested in experiencing more of the series, though. And we will be delving into more of said series. We'll be looking at the follow-on game from this, Clocktower 2, although it's not named as such, which is actually for the PS1, which came out in 96, I believe it was, before this remaster of the original came out for the console. It might be 98. I lose track of my dates sometimes. It's on the internet. Look it up. We'll work it out then. But yeah, from some people I've spoken to said they actually reckon that is actually probably the best game of the series. Not everyone agrees, but I've high hopes, folks. I'm looking forward to having a delve and see how Jennifer is sometime after the events of this game. Thrown it out there, if I was 14 and in a country I don't know and shouldn't really have much business being in, and was offered to be orphan looked after by a bunch of rich people who turned out to be murderers, satanic cultists, and cannibals, that would have a bit of an impact on me. Just gonna throw it out there. Might be slightly worse aware down the line, so we'll see how that plays into. But yeah, regardless, thank you for your company. I hope you've enjoyed this delve into this game. And I will see you all in a few days or so when hopefully my body is in a bit of a better state to actually look at recording Clocktower for the PS1. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.